Hello everybody, DukeofHoth back here on Tycoon 2. Today we're going to actually start playing, and we're going to start with the basics, with the tutorial. I made a new profile. Why is that off-center? Is that off-center? No, it's not. This is centered with this, and then... Okay, I'm getting distracted, sorry. This is centered, but the bar itself isn't centered because that's there. Anywho, we're going to start with the tutorial. I made a new profile, and I'll explain why, but one thing I've never done, I used to play this game loads back when I was younger, but one thing I don't think I've ever done is completed all the campaigns. Maybe I completed one here and there, but like I definitely didn't complete all of these. So we're going to start fresh with the tutorials. Tutorial 1, Control. For the basic game, start learning the basics with camera controls and blah blah blah, pretty much. You start with Control, and then Construction, and then Poop. You can pause if you want to read those, but we're starting off in North America, in a grassland biome zone. Let's go. So I made a new profile because the other one I had, DukeofHoth, from the video the other day. Oh, I missed that noise. Oh, okay, I'll read this first and then I'll explain. Welcome to the Tycoon 2 tutorials. In the following tutorials, you'll learn the basics of how to control the camera. Then you'll move on to construction and accessing all the information available to you about your zoo. So let's get started. Open the goal panel. This is the goal panel by clicking the Scenario Goals button. That explains everything in the tutorial, or in the scenario. Scenario and challenge goals will appear here when you play a campaign or challenge game. Normally this panel will update whenever you succeed or fail. The tutorials are a little different though. And then close the goal panel. I know how this works, but it's been a while, so I never really used this much because I didn't play campaigns as much or challenge games, but that's what I'm hoping to do now. So you'd have like all your goals are the ones that are completed or the ones that are done, and then, okay, it doesn't show anything right now. Return to the goal panel anytime to see what your goals are. Now we can learn how to make the camera move. Scroll the map by using the arrow keys or WASD. Scrolling the map will allow you to monitor various areas of your zoo. Zoom in and out using the plus and minus, or use the mouse wheel. Zooming in gives you a close-up view of anything in the zoo. Zooming out gives you a better perspective of the overall structure. Rotate the map by using the camera rotate buttons or left and right arrow. Oh, control left and arrow. Rotating allows you to view buildings, animals, and guests from different angles. Of course. Like that. You can go 360, or you can just hold left and left mouse button and rotate, or drag your mouse. And then you can do that or press G hotkey. So, boop. You can walk around the zoo with zoo guest mode. When you enter zoo guest mode, the mouse cursor is hidden. And then you can take pictures somewhere using the little camera icon, etc., etc. Take on the duties. Yeah, you can also sweep trash. You can also care for animals, etc. When you approach something you can interact with, it will automatically be selected. Just hit spacebar. There you go. Cleaned up trash. We can go take care of animals too. Doing these things yourself mean that you could English. Doing these things yourself could mean that you don't need to pay a staff member. So like if we waited to hire a zookeeper, okay, we don't have to take care of the animals, but if look at this camera though. This is so 2004, dude. Not even an iPhone. To take photographs of anything in your zoo, press spacebar. Again, right click the mouse to toggle off the mouse cursor. And then boop. And there's the map. But like, as I was saying, if you didn't want to hire a zookeeper yet, you could wait until you have like 2 or 3 exhibits until you have too much to handle. Because you can feed them yourself, and clean them yourself, break up their poop yourself. So you can wait a while until you have to get a zookeeper. It's only like $500 a month or something, but depending on how strapped you are for cash. There's the whole map. So we're in a small zoo, because look at that. Broad layout of your zoo. You can quickly jump around. You can pause if you want to read any of this if you don't know how the game is played, but I do, for the most part. I'm trying to skim. F1 to open Zoopedia. Press F1 to open Zoopedia. You can click the small purple book icon button to jump directly to a topic. But look at this. Zoopedia is just really in depth. Like every plant in the game tells you a little bit about it. Every animal. Every item. You know, it's really in depth. I never really read every page, but like it's impressive. I mostly read the animal pages out of everything. It would tell you about the animals, and sometimes if they needed like to be in a pack or solo, what their conservation status is, their biome, and where they live and all that, their range. It's really cool. We're already done with the first tutorial, and we didn't even touch anything in the zoo. Nice. Going on to the next one. The construction tutorial. Ooh, a narwhal. As I was saying, I made another profile because in the other profile I had started to unlock some stuff, so I wanted to start fresh, pretty much. You'll learn how to construct stuff. There's a recycle button. I assume we're going to take out that tree. Yep. Move your cursor. The baobab tree. Got 48 bucks. Yeah, boy. And we can undo it by pressing the undo button. You can only undo the last thing you did. So you can only undo like one thing. But it'll undo an animal placement or terrain change, etc. Pretty cool. Oh yeah. This is where we just get all our buildings, fences, etc. Everything man-made, it says. Fence placement rectangular tool. I never used this. I always use like the freeform mode, but we're going to do this for the tutorial. Easily create an enclosed habitat area. And then I assume we're going to do it around the... Can I like rotate? Because I don't like being... I assume we're supposed to do it here. I don't know. So I have a basic enclosure. You can try the octagonal placement mode to make an octagonal shape, or the rubber band mode to place single sections, which is what I always do. Staff gate to get into the exhibit. I'm just skimming over the stuff as I'm doing it. There we go, staff gate. All kinds of different fences, and the staff gate works on all of them, which is good. There's our little fence gate, and then we got benches. Oh, no donation boxes. There we go. So we can like do it on a half thing or whatever. Let's put one right there. If guests can't find a donation box, they won't donate, obviously. So we need to just spam guests with donation boxes, pretty much. Paths. Click it. I'm gonna extend this out a little bit and oof. Then you need paths wherever you want the guests to go. They view on paths to view exhibits, and donation boxes, etc. So I'm saying etc. a lot. I'm gonna finish that because I'm not a heathen. Oh, my boy, the hot dog stand. Now purchase one of each. Okay, well. Hot dog stand, soda stand, pretzel cart. So pretty much we're just supposed to spam donation boxes and stuff for people to buy, gift carts and etc. I've said that like a bunch this episode, this video, so. Selecting objects. Now we can move the pretzel cart using that. Move it up there, closer to the exhibit. You can rotate it by using the arrow keys or by clicking and holding the left mouse button while you move the cursor. Let's try that, because I haven't actually... Oh yeah, like that. That's what I was trying to do with the donation box earlier, but I didn't remember how to do it. There you go. Now animals. Oh, elephants. African elephants. We got a male. Oh, we're just gonna place African elephants in here then? They don't belong in the grassland, but alright. Oh, I can't even select male, so we got a female. If you have no animals, you have no guests, obviously. Now we need food for this guy. Of course, they require all food and water. There's some food, and I'll make it even. There we go, food and water. And they need a shelter. Oh yeah, we need to research this. And we need to research. Certain advanced objects need to be studied more carefully before you have access to them. You do this by choosing to research the object. Objects that need to be researched have a small beaker appearance over the icon. Press the research button to begin research. Takes time and money to research an object. Once the research has been completed, the object is available. And that green bar, oh, it's almost instantly done for the sake of the tutorial, I assume. We'll put this. Is this? Yeah, that's centered right here. I know it's facing the wrong way, so there we go. The research on the pursuit ball, I didn't even tell it to do that, but alright. Enrichment objects, toys and stuff are good, so boop. Got a toy. Terrain. This is, we need to get him to the savanna biome. Okay, so we're just gonna, and then I'm gonna do grass and dirt. So let's raise that all the way up, because animals prefer to be in exhibits that resemble their natural habitats. That makes sense. Press P to pause the game. Thank you. If real life beckons, you can pause the game and never miss the action. Keep in mind, though, that you can also build while the game is paused. This can be helpful if guests or animals move into an area where you want to build. Just pause the game and move them out of the way. That's very helpful. Like this. Whoop, you're gonna go by the ball. Is that, okay, now they have plenty of space to get into the shelter. I was just checking. Staff, we want, of course, that's where we get all our people. I need a zookeeper. Mr. Joe. An educator will enhance people. We can get an education stand too. Okay, well, these guys are from extinct animals. These guys search up fossils because they're paleontologists. And these guys are educators that can go around and just entertain people. Or not educators, they're entertainers. This guy's the educator. They just go around and like talk to people, which supposedly I guess like gets you more donations and stuff. Maintenance worker cleans out trash and cleans like water filters and stuff. I'm not sure what else they do, but and trainers train marine animals. I don't know why they don't have the Marine Mania symbol next to them when these guys have the extinct animal symbol, but that's fine. What are we doing? Purchase an educator podium. There you go. The green directional arrow. I'll put it right next to the donation box. And the green arrow is where he goes in. And they'll either go there or freeform it. You can increase the amount of money you receive from educational donations. Thank you. We already finished that tutorial, and the last one, accessing information. Let's do it. I want these to be kind of rapid fire. This is already like I don't even know how long this video is. It feels like it's only like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, but you know, whatever. In the following tutorial, we'll learn how to get information about animal staff, guest building, all this stuff pretty much. Click on an animal. Dromedary camel 1. It pretty much says all their basic needs. We can track the animal. You can also do this for guests and staff. Yeah, that's pretty handy. Closer view will help. I didn't even see what the other prompt was. I was just scrolling in naturally, but a closer view will help you see their emoticons like that. He's happy. Emoti what? Is that a disease? This is so 2004. What's an emoticon? That's kids these days, because they don't know what emoticons are anymore. Just emojis. When you're all through watching your animal, this will disable tracking. Boop. Satisfied need. Green is good, red is bad, pretty much. Yellow means it's almost bad. You can pause if you want to read this stuff. I know what this stuff means. View animal status. So like everything is good for him. If this was bad, it would be like the more filled up it is, the worse it is, I think, essentially. Because like if it was filled up to here, it would be red, and like either his biome would be bad or he would have no space. And this is a she actually, because they have the pregnancy thing, but it shows you what they're doing and you know how happy they are, if they're sick, if they're pregnant, if they're female, or expecting a new addition. The last tab on this panel will take you to their general information. This tells you about the animal. You can go click here to go right to the Zoopedia page for them. I'll show you, because there you go. And this will show you like where they, you know, their biome, where they come from, or their range, their gender, their conservation status. It kind of says that all here. I don't know why I'm saying it. And this is one of my favorite things. Zookeeper recommendations. It tells you like exactly what they need, which is great. You can use the mini tabs to see which foods and everything they need. Yeah, pretty much. You can use any of these fences for the camel, and it'll contain them. Like you can't. There are more fences than that. Let's see if I can see. Like there are low chain link fences, but they're not in here because the camel, I guess, could just walk over a low chain link fence in theory, which makes sense. But like these are the ones that can actually contain the camel supposedly. Sometimes they break out. Like rhinos might even break out of these if they're angry or whatever. I think they can do that, and like elephants and dinosaurs, of course. But in general, these contain them. All right, and this is the food they like to eat. You know, they don't like meat or anything like that, so there's no meat in here. These are the toys they like, etc. Which is, you know, handy. I don't want to have to individually go into the toys section and like, I don't know where it is from here. I don't want to go into the toys section and figure out which one they like. So, locate a zookeeper. If they're not in the middle of performing a specific task, you might find them sitting on a bench. They're a lot like real people. Otherwise, they'll be walking around tending to your exhibits. Oh, there he is. Or she, I can't tell. Keeper Carlson. They're waiting for a job in the exhibit. You can assign certain exhibits to zookeepers, which is pretty cool. In my opinion, I like that. And if they don't have assignment, they'll go to any exhibit or anything. So we're going to add the... Oh, well, that's how you do it. You click on that and it would add them to that. I'm not going to do it, but, you know. I love my job. This bench is comfortable. Thank you, Keeper Carlson. I'm God. I can read your thoughts. I'm leaving these open a little bit so you can pause if you want to, but it's not that interesting. Staff salary, this shows how much we pay them. $500 a month for a zookeeper. Can't change that to make it higher or lower. It's just, you know, done. Move on to the guests. Click on any guest. James D. Carlson. Is he related to Keeper Carlson? Maybe that's his brother or something. The guest activities and needs panel shows you what the guest... This is like the animal panel, except it's for guests. Pretty cool. Just like animals, green is good, yellow's eh, red is bad. You know, they're pretty happy. Satisfied with hunger, etc. That's, you know, take a shot, everybody. I said etc. again. You can see how much money they have. And we can put in ATMs and stuff to get them to spend money too. And it shows what they've bought, if anything. Souvenirs. Guest favorites. It shows what their favorite animal is, which I like. Guests are likely to make large donations to their favorite animals. That's pretty cool. And that's their thoughts. You can read his thoughts too. I can't wait to see some animals. Why, thank you. Don't you wish you could read everyone's mind this way? Yeah. I do. Select a food stand. Okay, this is just going through all the building stuff. We can set the price for stuff, low, moderate, expensive, and this shows all the cost and etc., all the numbers. Lifetime profit, income, upkeep, profit, you know. Now we can select the overall stuff here. Summary about your whole zoo information, if it's open or closed, how much we charge for admission, the overall status, and money. We can close the zoo, open it, we can make it expensive to get in or free. Income and expenses shows all the numbers and money stuff. Green is good, of course. Zoo fame. Zoo fame panel shows the status of the various elements that contribute to your zoo fame score, including the number of animals, different species, and the suitability of their habitats, among other things. To view more information about each of these elements, move your mouse over the bars. Oh, and then it like shows down here. Cool. You won't lose this fame, so you could just release a certain number of animals to the wild and it'll stay there forever. And as long as you do these things, you can do all that. Number of animals, you know. The more animals you have in your zoo, the more famous it is. The more species you have, the more famous it becomes. And you can like lower these, you lose these, but you don't lose the release to wild. Animal happiness, again, you can pause these if you want to read them. Animals are entertaining. They like to see rare and exotic stuff, animals playing with stuff, and etc. Take another shot, everyone. Quick stats. You can like see all your animals in your zoo, you know, and then you can sort by like if they're pregnant or ill or their happiness level. All this stuff is pretty cool. And then you can do the same for guests, for all their needs. And then you can click on them just to go to those people. Same thing with animals. I like that though, that you can like see their favorite animals. Look at all these people wearing the same shirt. What the heck? You can like jump straight to an animal just by clicking on it. It's pretty intuitive. And then all three of your zookeepers. I don't know why I have 3 zookeepers for like one exhibit, but it'll show you what they're up to. And then you can also see vehicle information. Same thing with your buildings. Just all the generic, you know, it's pretty handy. It's like a, you know, micromanager. Photo safari. Camera mode. I'll go outside of the exhibit. I don't want to fall in the crocodile exhibit. Look at this camera. Oh my gosh. You can, I think it's spacebar. Yeah, spacebar. When a photo challenge is available, you can right click to view the challenge. Take a picture of a dromedary camel. Yeah, of course I am. You can walk around using the left mouse button or the movement keys. Shift to run. Mouse wheel, zoom in. Am I taking a picture of this boy? Oh yeah, I am. Oh, get ready. Yeah, look at that picture. This way you can take another look at the pictures. Click the check button. Yeah, look at that picture. I don't think it zoomed in that much. Or, well, maybe it's because the camera overlay was there, so it. I feel like the camel is zoomed out further than I thought it was. You can view any of the photographs that you've taken by clicking the photo album. They're shown in the film strip. You can click and drag them into the album if you want. You can hold up to 24 here, and then you can have as many as 40 in your album, it looks like. 10 pages with 4 each. And then there we go. There's the end of the first tutorial. 30 animals, 10 different biomes, hundreds of objects. Now there's over 100 animals with all the expansions, so over 30 animals in the base game. That's really cool. There we go. That's the first tutorial, everybody, so I'm going to call it there. We still got more to go. We got African Adventure, just to learn how to use jeeps, endangered species, marine mania, extinct animals, and then we got all these. I don't know if I'm going to do all the campaign first or switch to some challenge or do them intermingled, but I wanted to start fresh, so that's why I made this new profile. Oh, I forgot to show you. Let me just pop into a freeform game because I can. to show you what I was gonna say earlier. I wanted to start fresh because there are certain awards and things that you can earn for your whole like profile. Like here, that's in this tab, Zoo Awards. This is for your current game, like if you get so many people and things and anniversaries, etc. I'll take another shot, everyone. I said it again, but you can get like unlock certain items or just a thing on this page. But then there's also persistent awards, which are for like you can win things from completing the campaigns, like the Flower Arch from completing the Troubled Zoos campaign, or the Gilded Panda statue. Or down here you have challenge rewards. When you play the challenge games, you get challenges, and then if you do so many of a certain type of challenge, you unlock stuff. Like in the other profile, I unlocked tuna live food enrichment because I did 2 marine animal challenges. And that's fine and all, I just kind of wanted to start fresh. So that's why I'm on a new profile, so I can unlock all of this from scratch. My goal is pretty much to 100% this game now, hopefully with on the YouTube channel. So something that I don't think I've ever done in my years of playing. So thank you all for joining me, and I hope that, you know, if you want to wait until after I'm done with the tutorials, and please feel free. It should be like a few videos, and then we'll get started in the real stuff. So I'll see you then. Have a great day. Bye bye.